Moving things with our mind. Is it possible? Is it real? Hey everybody, it's me Josh, H.O.P.E Paranormal, and this is a pretty cool video. It's not too long, but it's something a little bit different than what I normally do. It's telekinesis. It's moving stuff with our mind, and it is possible. I did not know that before, but I have just proved it to myself and to anyone else that sees my work and believes it, of course. I have a teacher, Deborah Katz. She runs the International School of Clairvoyance, and she's taught me so much. And she has talked about doing multiple experiments with telekinesis and moving stuff with her mind. And until this round of tests and experiments, I really didn't know what to think. Watch me in this video move a wheel multiple directions and multiple ways. Also experiment with different objects. Pretty cool stuff.
So recently I saw a few videos where people were using a wheel of some sort to detect their own energy. Of course this intrigued me and I needed to know if it was real or not, so I ordered one. It is known as the Egely Wheel, created by Dr. George Egely over 25 years ago. It's called a vitality indicator and people have tried debunking it over the years. It's basically a flimsy wheel that sits on a spindle. My first test was to turn off the air conditioning and put my hands slowly up next to it to see what it does. I do speed up some of the footage in this video so you can see the movement quicker. As you can see, it slowly starts to spin and then gets faster. As it's still spinning, I then move my other hand in and it begins to slow and then eventually stops. But my second test is something pretty amazing. Remember, there is no air conditioning or fans that are on. I'm going to attempt to stand over here. I did this earlier, and I'm going to see if I can do it again. I'd like to see it move clockwise. And now I'd like to stop it and have it go the other way. Stop. My third test of the wheel may be the most important, as I attempt to do the same thing I just did, but this time under a plastic bowl to rule out draft, heat, or anything else that may affect it. It worked without fail. But soon I wanted to spread my wings and I began looking up more on telekinesis. I found this guy, Sean McNamara, on YouTube. Years ago he began doing this and started a channel. He used a piece of tin foil, a needle, and an eraser. Here I am trying a similar setup. As you can see, within the first few minutes it was working, and pretty well at that. The next thing for me to try was to see if I could get it to do the same thing as the wheel. Move in one direction, stop, and then move in the other direction. Here I begin to see a little movement after staring at it for a few moments. I then use my hands to set more of an intention with my energy. Brilliantly, it moves clockwise, and then I get it to move counterclockwise. But then I took a couple of days off from practicing, busy with work and other things. When I started back up, for almost 3 days, I had very little to no movement. Was my energy low? Was I doubting myself? I placed both the foil and wheel under the plastic bowl and was eventually able to get the wheel turning. I then practiced with a piece of cut soda can, which is heavier than foil, but very quickly I saw I was able to get it to move somewhat. So back to the foil, and then this happened.
As I start to stare at it, it starts to move a little bit in two different, kind of has a little bit of a wiggle. I'm going to slowly put my hands up to plastic. Stop. I go in a clockwise direction. Stop. Test concluded.
At one point, I even folded my hands across my stomach and I watched the foil turn with ease as I stared at it.
That last experiment right there really made me happy. And I feel that if I keep practicing as I've been doing, I will continue to get better. As you can see, the progression in the experiments get better. And I feel that all of us can do this. I don't think this is something that just myself or Steve Huff or this guy Sean McNamara can do. I urge all of you to try it and let me know what your results are. I know that even without an Egely wheel, just a needle and eraser and a little foil under a glass or a bowl, you will have success if you stick with it and practice it. We all have that energy field. And what an amazing example of how powerful our thoughts are. Stuff happens to us in life and we have a decision on how to react. We can react with positive energy and positive thoughts, or we can get negative. We can obsess over the situation, the person, or whatever it is, and try to manipulate it to our liking. And we don't see the immediate results that those thoughts and energy have on the situation. But here, with the wheel, with the foil, the minute that I changed my mind and wanted it to go a different direction, it started to, which is just a perfect example of how powerful the thoughts are. It really leads me to my take on all of this, any spirit communication, ITC, paranormal, ESP, any energy work, is to start seeking if you aren't. Start seeking answers. Keep searching. And once you start, don't stop. Once you find something, make sure to share it with people. You never know, with what you share might change someone's life and touch them in a way that changes their life forever. And in turn, they may do the same for someone else. What a beautiful concept and possibilities that can come from that. We can all make a difference. Guys, I love you all. If you haven't already liked the video, subscribe to the channel, check out my memberships on YouTube and Patreon, and continue to watch. I've got more videos coming. Until next time, I love you all. Thank you.